Okay, hi, my name is Meg Henderson, and I teach chemistry. I'm here today to talk to you about the power of collaborative learning. And I'm beginning with an old adage, 2 heads are better than 1, and show you that that adage actually has some truth when you look at collaborative learning. Failure rates in gateway STEM courses can be rather horrific. I went online and looked for some national data. First-year chemistry can be up to 50%. It's not that bad here, but that's kind of a national norm. First-year calculus isn't a whole lot better. National norm's around 42%. And this isn't great. This serves as a barrier to a lot of students. So enter Uri Treisman. Uri Treisman was a math professor then at UC Berkeley. He's now at Austin in Texas. But he asked a scientist question. He said, why is this happening? And he designed an experiment to figure out why. He had his graduate students actually follow math students around. Those poor calculus students got a tail, or as my daughter said, a stalker almost. And he would follow them from morning to night, looked at how they studied, when they studied, were they really doing as much as they thought, and how were they doing it? His conclusions: students with higher success rates were spending at least some time studying in groups. And that turned out to be the really defining factor. And so he took some action based on that. He set up what he called collaborative learning groups, where he purposely had students sign up and come together and do several hours a week studying in groups. Now, his results were amazing. His failure rates in first-year calculus plummeted to under 5%, which is really amazing. So what's the magic of group learning anyway? Well, chemistry educator Sandra McGuire has identified 5 important points. She said that when students study together, they have an opportunity to teach one another. And as many of us know, when you go to teach something, you really discover if you know it well or not. Second, they learn from one another and they get to hear different viewpoints and different ways of describing something. I'll never forget my chemistry student who sorted out these similar sounding reagents by naming them as peanut butter and soccyl chloride. And everybody immediately started remembering them. It also gives students a chance to accurately gauge their own learning. Sometimes they think they've got it, and then they talk to another student who really does have it, and they discover they don't. And that's way better to find out by talking to a friend than on an exam. It allows students who are working together to evaluate each other's thinking and see good things and problems in the thought processes. And students in general become more metacognitive about how they approach information and learning. So we wanted to bring the magic of collaborative learning here to UW-T. And we've been working on this in math, chemistry, and biology for the last couple years. We've had some goals to improve success rates in our gateway courses, and also as part of that to retain some of our underrepresented students. We've had some successes and some challenges. Biggest challenge is always paying for it. Collaborative learning is set up with a peer facilitator, and that peer facilitator has traditionally been compensated. And we've worked out a system for hiring good peer facilitators who really understand what we're trying to do and really buy into it. That's had some major benefits. We've been working on convincing students that this is worth their limited time. So our students are busy, and 2 hours of group work, and you really have to get them to buy into that. And as we get more students involved, we've been able to generate some meaningful data, and we're looking at more students so that we can have more meaningful data. So thank you very much.